Welcome. Welcome to ALPOUGH. I'm an adult of my spirit. I'm an adult of my mind. I'm an adult of my thought. I am what I think about. I'm an adult of my body and I'm an adult of my love. And I'm passing it on to you, and I want to welcome you today. For those who are coming in now, those who will be coming in later, those who will be coming in tonight and months from now. People are watching me every day now, and I really, really appreciate it. Today, tough subject, but again, we don't back off when it comes to our mental spiritual help, our mental spiritual awakening, our mental thoughts. We have to take them and go with it. It's very important that we understand what our surroundings is. This is one of the first things that Mother Sophia shared with me, is like, know your surroundings. First things and foremost. So today, slavery or bravery of the mind. Slavery or bravery. Are we being a slave? Are we being turned into slaves? Slavery is not just about being owned. Slavery. The man who is not able to develop and use his mind is bound to be the slave of the other man who uses his mind. The man who is not able to develop and use his mind is bound to be the slave of the other man who uses his mind. This is deep. So the powers that be are using their mind. It's their mind. They're the ones who are educated and also the ones who have the money. So it can seem like that they have power that we don't have. Okay? So here is what's being changed from us. This is what is being taken from us. A people without the knowledge of their past history, origin, and culture is like a tree without roots. Our history is being rewritten. Our culture is being changed. In other words, what's going on here is we have been uprooted. All of us. This whole pandemic, this whole new, well, it's not new, okay? It's just to step the game up. They're stepping the game up over the control. So, a people without the knowledge of their past history, origin, and culture is like a tree without roots. So now, what are we? Are we being flapped into the wind? Or are we solid within ourselves? This show is about making the roots of who you are deeper. Out here, when there's a monsoon, you can tell the trees that don't have the deep roots. They're the ones that fall first. And you can see it. You can see a tree, the tree's roots, when it gets knocked down. And you can see, when you look at these trees that fall down here, you can see that their roots are not very strong. So this amount of slavery is like bondage without walls. And that's what's going on. And the result of it is being handcuffed within your spirit. This is about the breaking of the spirit. Strong spirit, strong mind. Weak spirit, weak mind. If they're getting us off the spiritual path. How are they doing that? By giving you no time to think. Right? No time to think, but more time to distract. Think about it. No time to think, but more time to distract. The distraction is division. Being distracted about who takes the jab, who doesn't take the jab, who's a red pill, who's a blue pill, who's your team, who's the other team. Video games, video games, television programming, everything's right in front. So your eyes are open and closed at the same time. How are they? Sounds ridiculous, Mike. Well, the eyes are open in the sense that you are watching the programming that is being told to us, which is a people without the knowledge of their past. No, I'm sorry. The man who's not able to develop and use his mind is bound to be the slave of the other man who uses his mind. And in the sense of who has the control. So in this control of them using their mind is to give you no time to think and give you more time to distract, opening and closing your eyes and making you feel trapped. If I'm seeing the rhythm right now is we're all being in a place where we're feeling trapped. This is all over the place. This is not just in our country, but because our country is literally the defining country of the earth, to control us will lead to the rest of the controlling of the world. So now let's talk about bravery. Bravery. This is a great one by Morgan Harper Nichols. Bravery is the audacity to be unhindered by failures and to walk with freedom, strength, and hope in the face of things unknown. Now, I really like that, but I want to add a little bit something to it, is that, remember, we are led by the Spirit. You're either going to be led by your spirit or you're going to be led by your mind. But again, we are spiritual beings. Bravery is like walking on a tight wire. Is this you? It feels like it's me. You keep your eyes on the prize. This person is balanced and taking the next step. Bravery, courageous behavior or character. Fearlessness in the face of imminent danger. Right now, to speak out for what you believe in is now being scrutinized in a way that appears to be leading to some type of violence. As you can see, the police are being defunded, and so this allows more criminality, more boldness. You're seeing people just go in 3-4 people at a time with black trash bags and just filling up their trash bags and walking out. And even if they get arrested, there is no cash bond anymore. They just let them go back out. So, this is by a philosopher named Seneca. Show me a man who is not a slave. So, one is a slave to lust, another to greed, another to ambition, and all men are slaves to fear. So what this is saying is everyone is a slave because they're led by certain things that you can never get away from. And so this is where we're at the crossroads, ladies and gentlemen. This crossroads of enter into slavery or stepping up within your bravery. So, in bravery, what are you? All right, so now if you're a slave, you're an actor. You're playing a role. You have these eyes on you. That's why I have this thing up behind me. The eyes on you. So you're either the actor, which is a slave, meaning you're told what to do to say your lines. Look at the political situation. Look at the media. Mouthpieces. All of them. There's just a couple that aren't, and I'm going to be talking about. There are many that are talking about it. Many. And so I'm going to be talking about some of these people. So are you an actor? Are you just playing your role? Or are you the director? See, in a movie, the director's word is what the word is. So you're going to say and do exactly. And actor, action. Okay? So if you're a braver, if you're into understanding your bravery, are you a victim or a victimizer? No. You see, that's the same as being the actor or the director. Okay? Are you the leader or the follower? You see, at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, we're given this body, created by the mother. Some you want to call her God, however, I call her mother. So we're given this spirit and this great gift of our body. Now, we're put here, but the reality is that the world owes us nothing. The world owes me nothing. The only thing that you get here is the opportunity, an opportunity to be the greatest person that you can be. That's it. Now, I grew up in the hood. And there's still the same people that live in the hood. I grew up in the hood. From the time I was born till I left to move to Los Angeles. And there's only the opportunity that you take. And I took the opportunity to get out. So I have very little pity for people who are only complaining about everything, and that includes the racist stuff. It's always going to be racism. But that doesn't mean you have to fall into that category. And for those who are bitching in the hood, get your behind out. You going to go work 2 or 3 jobs like I did? You're willing to do whatever it takes to get out. You know, and everybody in my family did. And we came from no money. No money. My dad told me at 10 years old, you need to go get a job. There's no more allowances. We just moved. I don't got no money. Can't give you no quarter anymore. You got to go make a quarter. He got a lawnmower. So for us to mow the lawn, which we had this huge lot we had to mow, and he said, here, all right, here's a lawnmower. Go on asking people to see if they need the lawn mowed. And that's what we did. And that was my first job, was mowing lawns. So your bravery also connects the beauty of yourself within. Being brave within is where it begins. Today, I'm offering all of us to take the pledge. Let's all take the pledge, which is I am an adult of my actions. I am an adult of my mind. I will not be a victim. I will now be my director. The world owes me nothing, but I have the ability to own my own world within the framework and the great gifts that we've been given. So stop allowing your mind to be a slave, to be jerked about by selfish impulses, to kick against fate and the present, and to mistrust the future. You see, if we mistrust the future, we're not acting in bravery. So we want to trust. You know, there's people that are reinventing themselves. And they're scared. They're scared to take that step, that next step, that step that is the next door. I'm talking to a friend of mine, of my many, who keeps going into business with the wrong people. And each time when he begins, immediately he finds out they're not worthy partners. And I tell him, congratulations, you found out. You closed the door. Because when you close the door and you're walking in the spirit of maturity, then you'll know another one will open. You might be someone who's had 10, 15 doors closed, like me. On to the 16th. Actually, it's the one door. It doesn't matter about those doors that closed. What matters is the one door that will be opened for you. And you cannot get discouraged. You must be brave. And most of the people here, I bet you are brave. I bet you are out there. And the worst part about being brave and strong is that no one ever asks if you're okay. Because they think of you as being strong. Being brave is being strong. And know that you're not going to get the credit. You may not get any credit. You know you are. You know what I'm talking about. You help people. It's a friend of mine, friends of mine who help people and feel like they get screwed just by helping people. And I understand that because they want to take advantage of more. They take kindness as weakness, but kindness is a strength. It's a spiritual strength. Don't ever lose that. Be brave in you being you and giving to others. But understand what the limits are, because you can only help somebody so much. And if they want to stay in the hood of slavery, sometimes you got to go save yourself and be brave and take that leap. Because there's always going to be two-faced people. I was talking about that yesterday. Okay? Continue thinking, because you are what you think about. Always thinking. Always thinking. Always. Don't ever, ever give up. Because success is not always what you see. And sometimes people have their eyes on you, but remember, you might have 4 eyes on them too. So even if they're laughing at you, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Never give up. You never know how close you are to your dream. That was great. That was great. Listen, I want to talk about some of my comments here. Love getting comments. Amanda, where you been, girl? Probably out living life. Thanks for coming into the show. Appreciate you. Tracy, just to react to what they are doing, with so many things changing, you get distracting as to what they are doing right in front of you, right? When you have spiritual eyes, you can see through people. You can see their intentions, and then right when it's time, when the rubber meets the road, they reveal themselves. And that's how we go. Tracy, we are all in imminent danger. What are we in imminent danger of? Our minds. Control the mind, control the thoughts. Control the mind, control the thoughts, control the body. Control the actions. Control the spirit. Amanda agreed. It takes a lot of reflection, time in nature, meditation, and self-love to truly ascend. Very hard to do as a slave. Very hard to do as a slave. Now you may think, I'm not a slave. That's when you have to take stock. Because you could be in mental enslavement from the powers that be, and you don't know it. So what you might want to do is turn off the TV and go into what Amanda says, reflection, spending time in nature, meditation, loving yourself, doing the things that exercise and expands your spirit. We are about, it's not, people call it ascending. Okay, ascending is another word, but for me, it's expanding. Expanding. So when you walk into a room, your spirit is right ahead of you. And people feel it. Okay? Who? Whoa. Who just walked into the room? Oh, Amanda Darling. Wow. That's right. Amen. That means we agree. We agree. And Amanda has come across this. This is part of her own personal growth. Not a victim anymore. Now I'm a victor. Don't change your name to Victor. It won't work, Amanda. Amanda Victor, darling. Just a joke. You're on fire today. Thank you. Boy, this took me a while to do this. I literally was 3 minutes late here, you know. Best show yet. Thank you so much, Amanda. Thank you all for taking this time. We got to be a team, guys. We're one spirit. We're one, okay, with cells. And we're each one of those cells. It's the whole thing of Mother. Being one spirit. This is why this isn't a religious channel. This is not about giving your soul to someone. You're giving your soul, guys. You're giving that cell of spirit. Now go exercise it. Go and get your butt out there and get some meditation. Get out there in nature. Write your affirmations. But the main thing is, be brave. ALPOUGH. That's me. Call me Comet. Call me Michael. But just know I love you. And we'll see you tomorrow. Happy Wednesday, hump day. Let's make it a beautiful day. Be brave and not a slave.